Stereotypical YouTube intro, complete. Alright guys, today we're going to talk about supplements, alright? Probably one of the most asked about, parts of fitness ever. So, what do you use, what do you lose? Hopefully not your money, because you want to save that. So when you're talking about your supplements here, what should you take, what's a waste of money? Everyone asks about protein. Now, whey protein, is it a supplement? It's kind of a food source, it comes from milk, and you're basically just buying powdered milk. And when you're going to go ahead and buy protein, think about, do I want to invest this money in a, quick and easy way to get the protein, or would I, better invest that money in whole food sources? Not saying this isn't a whole food source, but it's a luxury food source here. One thing I have here actually is plain protein. Alright, so if you're going to go out and buy protein, maybe you should look for something with just straight up protein, not even any added sugars or anything, which is what I found here. In regards to price, whey protein, it's in the middle in regards to value for the supplement you're getting, as opposed to something like a pre-workout. Let's talk about mass gainers. So it's kind of like protein powder's big brother here. So we got Optimum Nutrition Serious Mass here, just a random one I wanted to try. Now, mass gainers, they're kind of less, important than a protein powder here. Mass gainer, basically, you're just getting a bag of extra calories. Now, whether you get it because you think it'll work, or you get it because you think it's a quick way to get calories in, and it is, but one of the downsides of stuff like mass gainers is maybe you drink half the recommended dose, you won't be full for like a good 6 hours. So that's one of the downfalls of mass gainers, is that you may be thinking you're going to get more calories, but you're actually less hungry when you go to have your real whole food meals. So that's one of the downsides. On the other hand, they're kind of pricey. You're basically buying protein, carbs, and fats in a bag, and they can just slap on ridiculous amounts of money for these. So try it out, but don't spend all your money on a mass gainer. Alright, let's talk about the fun ones. Alright, so everyone wants to talk about creatine. I got two kinds of creatine here, because that's part of my point. Here we go. We got 6-Star Nutrition Walmart creatine here. And we got All Max creatine monohydrate. Which one should you buy? They're pretty much identical. Okay, when you're talking about creatine here, just look for creatine monohydrate. That's all you're going to look for here. You can't really, as a supplement company, mess up creatine monohydrate. So unless you're doing some like back alley lacing and just putting flour inside, you're just going to get creatine monohydrate if you buy it. Basically, just look for anything 3 to 5 grams daily, creatine monohydrate. Don't go for any of those expensive, complicated like creatine blends, because you're not really paying more money for any benefit. But creatine, it's the most scientifically studied supplement, and there's good backed scientific evidence showing that creatine leads to increased, energy in the gym, increased energy in the gym, more sets, more reps, more gains, basically. So, gains in a bottle if you got the money. Alright, let's talk about some ones that you should have. Just a simple multivitamin, alright? Chances are you as a human being are not getting enough micronutrients. Your vitamins, your minerals from your basic foods. And with the whole, if it fits in your macros, people are eating, candy? I don't think that's very nutrient dense, but that's okay. So, these are cheap. Just buy a multivitamin. It'll do you good. To go along with the multivitamin, fish oils. Just like we talked about the multivitamins, you're probably not getting your essential fats from the food sources, alright? Nobody eats, fatty fishes like salmon every night of the week. Unless you're, the bro diet. But not in this day anymore. So, these are relatively cheap as well. They go along, same kind of price range as the multivitamins, but this is going to be great. Both joint health, it'll keep you lean, and as well, it's just good for your body. Alright, the controversial supplements. We got pre-workouts here. We got horny goatweed. We got a pump supplement. And we got Tribulus torrentis here, which sort of goes with the horny goatweed. Alright, pre-workouts. Maybe you guys know what this is. This one is currently banned. I don't take it anymore. I don't even look at it because it's the most disgusting stuff ever. And it probably kills some people. But yes, on a lighter note, pre-workouts are a good idea. And a bit of a luxury if you can afford them. Basically, if you're going to get, more amped for the gym, you're going to have more energy, you're going to perform better, you're ultimately going to make more gains. The downside, though, is do you really want to spend, 40 to 50 bucks on 30 scoops as opposed to just maybe drinking some coffee or going to Walmart, getting some caffeine pills, taking those instead? Sort of have to balance it out, your price range and your goals, basically. Talk about pump supplements here. This is a Body Fortress NOS pump. Basically, it's just a bottle of arginine. It's just an amino acid, which is going to help with, vasodilation during your workout. It's going to give you a better pump. I don't actually know if this works. I took about half the bottle, not at one time, but over a course of, a month or so. Let's just say either I wasn't taking enough or it's bullshit, because I didn't really see any increase in my pumps. One other thing about this, let me show you one of the sizes of the pills here. Let me show you. A pill's about, a third of my finger, alright? And swallowing those, I literally could not. They're also really dry. So I basically had to crush them up. And I don't know if you guys know what certain supplements taste like. This is like basically eating dried, just nasty sea salt in a powder. So I almost couldn't even eat it. I couldn't even take it. But, whatever, because it didn't do much. Alright, let's go on to these ones. We got horny goatweed, we got Tribulus torrentis. Both are kind of libido / testosterone boosters. What the hell is a testosterone booster? That doesn't work, alright? So, Tribulus torrentis, basically a plant in a pill, supposed to have testosterone boosting properties. I don't know if it does, but like we've heard in the past, if it does boost your testosterone, it's going to boost it, not even enough to even make a difference. So, and supposedly it's supposed to help you with your sex drive and libido and stuff. Whether it does or not, that's up to you to decide. It could just be you're working out, you're increasing your testosterone through that way, as opposed to just taking this. But, might as well try it once, see how it works. Horny goatweed, it's basically more about the libido side of things as opposed to the testosterone increase. I've tried it. Let's say, I don't know, there's a chance you'll get a placebo effect kind of thing. You're more likely to find this working than this, but that's my opinion. So, just try it out if you guys want to. So, that's basically a cover of the supplements I've taken and what I think of them. So, let's just kind of classify them here as need, don't need, and would try them, So creatine here, if you got the money, definitely try it. Alright, the NOS pump here, let's put that over here in the potentially won't be using it. Multivitamins, let's put it over here in the you should use it. The fish oil, let's put it over here in the you should use it. Pre-workouts in the middle here with the, if you got the money, do it. This right here, we'll put it here. You can try it. Tribulus, that's kind of like that. And then, what do we got here? We got the whey protein. That's sort of, it's over here. Got the money, why not spend it? It's a cheap and easy way, and it's effective, if you're on the run and stuff. And this one over here, we'll kind of put it here just because if you got the money and you need the extra calories and you can build up the appetite, it's good, alright? If you guys got any questions about other supplements you want me to cover, anything like that, any other training advice or questions, just leave a comment, like, subscribe, and that's all for now.